Did you guys miss me? I missed you guys. I really did. I had fun on vacation, and I feel like I haven't done a video in forever. Hello and welcome back. You know what time it is, right? Like, do I even need to go through all that anymore? You guys know what... You're here for a reason. You know what time it is, right? Alright, it's Poke Fodder. It's an installment. Let's go. Man, I'm sitting at home last night, have my app open, and this little information over here, a little red circle pops up. I crack it open, and what do I see? A maintenance announcement. Wait, what? Totally caught me off guard. Doesn't really say anything though. They're going to be updating the 3.012. Maintenance period is, goodness, like 10 hours from when I'm recording this. Be down for 5 hours, and when we come back, nothing is available. So I see these two, because this is the order that it came through on my phone. I saw these two. I'm like, wait. I just, right off the top of my head, none of these Pokemon are available. That means that there are nothing available in banners. Then we get this little doozy. Stat rebalance. I'm like, okay. Now stuff is starting to make sense. We go through, first off, the first one on the tee box, Snorlax. Body Slam goes from 100 to 110. The 40, which everybody said was too weak, goes to 70, and it's a larger wheel slice. I don't really know that that's a good thing. And then it's decreasing the size of the mist. My guess is the mist will go down by 4, and the new 70 will go up by 4 over the old 40. That's my guess. But, like, okay. Snorlax got some love here. If we oh, and the effect, the battle opponent becomes paralyzed. It's important. I'm really not sure about Pokemon lore and why Snorlax would be dishing out paralysis. Please leave in the comment below. Let me know how that is in line with the Pokemon games, because it doesn't really make sense to me, but you guys are smart people, you know. You can tell me. Typhlosion, one of the 3 Pokemon I do not have. We've added this effect to Flame Acceleration that gives +10 to its damage value for Pokemon in your PC. That's not new. We've known that. In the mid to late game of Duel, once 2 of your Pokemon have been knocked out, EX Typhlosion should be extremely powerful because it would have 3 MP and the damage value of its Fire Blast would be 110. Like, this is on par with Latios and Latias hitting 110 and being runners. Now, granted, it's late game is when you get this benefit, but I don't play many games where it's over before I have at least 1 Pokemon in the PC. Probably 2. That's pretty much how my games go. Then Ho-Oh. All these old school Pokemon are starting to get some love here if we look at this. So then we have Ho-Oh. We all know what Ho-Oh does. Pulls your Pokemon out of the PC, goes in the PC in their place. They increase the wheel size of Fire Blast, which has a damage of 100, which kind of, I think people misuse Ho-Oh a lot. Ho-Oh is great because it is a max revive. It gets your Pokemon out of the PC. But it's a really good attacker as well. Now, you are going to need a couple of C levels on that, but I imagine he's going to be available. I'm calling it now. Ho-Oh will be available again in the banner that is released tomorrow. But You know, you get a 101 or a 102, and it can hit hard, and it has a 3-star displacement that a fly, you know, where it can move around the board. Ho is a very underutilized and misutilized Pokemon, in my opinion. But there you go. It talks about Raikou, Suicune, and Inti as far as abilities. Now imagine this. If you'll remember a couple of weeks ago, when they released the buffs to Raikou, they talked about how it has no weight, and it was going to join Suicune and Inti with no weight, but they said no, that would be too powerful. Can you imagine had they left that in there? Using a Ho-Oh, it gets knocked out, and you have Suicune and Raikou in the PC. They come out of the PC immediately and have no weight. That's kind of scary, and I could see how that would get out of control in a hurry. Genesect. I'm not even sure that Genesect needed a buff. What they did is they changed the Technoblast to 50, and it used to only be good for one roll, just like Cotton Guard was only good for one roll, is only good for one roll on Whimsicott. But now it's good until Technoblast lands, which is going to make Genesect a banished machine, especially with those plates. Be on the lookout for him. Those of you who lose a lot, present company included. Bugbot just got a little more difficult. Pinsir gets a buff from 40 to 50. And they're increasing the size of Guillotine, which is an automatic KO. Very interesting. Eevee. Now I'm going to tell you, of all the buffs, this one that I've looked into, I haven't looked into all of them, but I've kind of scanned over them. The Eevee buff is the biggest game changer to me. If you think about the evolutions, they're good because they hit hard for a runner, doing 40 base damage. All of them have, except for Sylveon and Flareon, all have a decent purple move. Its drawback is that it's 1-star, but when we're talking about freezing Pokemon, when you're talking about poisoning, when you're talking about sleeping Pokemon, you know, there needs to be some risk reward here. The risk is, you know, you only have a 1-star purple, but the reward is if you land it on a white, especially with freeze and sleep, those can be complete game changers. Well, now Eevee, which was garbage. If you remember, I ran a deck, and I don't remember. It was a video. Go find it. It's in there. I ran Eevee, and I was like, this thing is trash. And I'm very hesitant to call any of the Pokemon trash, because I feel like almost everything has a place in a niche. You just have to find it, and a plate or two to go with it to make it usable. I couldn't think of anything that made Eevee worth the time or effort. But now, when Eevee gets knocked out and gets sent to the PC, when it comes out of the PC, it evolves. Hello. All of a sudden your runners are hitting 50, which is a solid number, and their purples become 2-star. Now, take Sylveon. If you were here for the round decks and the gyms, those things are annoyingly difficult to defend against. Half their wheel is round. I can't remember, maybe it's 30. I don't think it's 40, but I think it's 30. Maybe it is 40. But half of its wheel is round, so if you have 3 Sylveons, it's doing 3 times damage. Oh my god, now they're evolved. Ouch. Round decks are going to be 3 Wigglytuffs and 3 Eevees. And it's going to be GG to whoever, to whatever you're running. So be on the lookout for that. I'm kind of excited about this Evolutions. Butterfree, I'm going to have to look into that more, because I don't know. Cyndaquil, Torchic, Ladybug, Larion. Man, I could use that for the common tournament. And Fletchling. So there you go. Just a quick overview of some of the adjustments. We will have more information tomorrow. And I'm torn. I'm torn here, and here's why. We have this big, major announcement, remember? It's a major announcement coming on the 19th. I don't know when that's going to take effect. My guess was on the 20th or 21st, whatever, depending on UTC, non-UTC, whatever. So that was my guess. But I got to tell you that if they're adding, the speculation is they're adding new Pokemon as well. If they're adding new Pokemon to banners at this big update, I'm not really in any hurry to buy any gems for the banner that's released tomorrow. Because I'm going to wait and see what this major update is. But that's just me. And I will say this. If they don't offer a gem sale with tomorrow's banner or with the major announcement, I'm 90% not even going to bother to buy gems to open up boosters. I mean, it's been months now since we've had any kind of a sale, and just don't feel like I want to support the game at full price. Like, doing it consistently. So I've got good decks. I've got, I'm working on some of my more fun decks, getting those Pokemon up to level 5 and things of that nature. I have all but 3 Pokemon. If they release a couple new ones, I can live without them, quite honestly. We need to see a gym sale. If they have a gym sale, I'll go ahead and take the plunge and we'll buy some. But I really don't want to spend any gems without knowing what this big announcement is anyways. So I'm kind of torn on all that. All that being said, let's jump into a room match. No idea who I'm going to play. And the perceived public opinion is that we're going to have bug fire for the next gym. Although, if you will notice, there were a significant amount of normal Pokemon included with stat rebalance. Maybe they're going away from the gym system. I don't know. I'm not willing to make that call yet, and it'll be really easy to make the call after we already know the answer. But I've kind of said before, I think they're going to eventually go away from the gym system as we know it. Maybe this is the first step. But if we do get bug and fire, look for fire to get plus 20 damage and bug to get the 1 MP boost. With that in mind, I don't know if I flew through the signing up for a room match too fast, but I've got a Kakuna in my deck. And if I don't get a match here soon, I actually want to change up my plates a little bit. So let's back out of here. I want to change up my plates on the deck. There he is, Kakuna. I don't think I want that. I think a second Pokemon switch would come in more handy. And then that's going to leave room for a second double chance. I like that a little bit better, I think. Now let's go play a room match. We're going to make it public. There he is, Kakuna. I do have the evolution set. I do not have... Maybe I should. Maybe I should take Beedrill up to level 5. The thing is with Kakuna, I don't think I want to evolve him. If you haven't used Kakuna, or like if you just, whatever, this is a junk Pokemon. It has 0 MP, by the way. That's right, the 0. It's not moving anywhere. Without benefit of like Xerneas or a plate. It's not going anywhere. But when it gets knocked out, and it's going to get knocked out because it has 0 attack, 0 damage, when it gets knocked out, your opponent gets a -2 MP marker put on it. Interesting, right? Like, nobody's using this Pokemon, but I'm going to try. like I have basically my normal league deck set up, and just can't find an opponent. No one wants to play Poke Fodder. But I have my normal league deck set up with the exception of I can't have too many evolutions because then your team's just too weak to start with. But I want to see if this is a deck that can run in League. And quite honestly, we might just jump into a League match if we cannot find a room match. Oh. So here we go. Hopefully it's somebody who wants to play, not just forfeit. Okay. Okay. This looks like somebody who might actually want to play. Hopefully they want to play. Mew, Magidos, Virizion, Sceptile, Zapdos, and Kakuna. Alright. So we've got someone who wants to play. So imagine him with 50 as a base attack. Interesting, right? Good stuff though, right? We'll front up against that. We will throw Magikarp over here. Now we're going to put Athena to a decision here. Okay. I'm still going to hop on over here. That probably wasn't the right move. So we are going to double chance and try to get this around. Ooh, we need Grass Knot or purple. Typhoon Slash it is. Very nice, very nice. Now here's what I'm going to do. I haven't practiced with Kakuna much. And when I say that, I mean like maybe one game, maybe two. But I'm now going to plop my Kakuna right on his entry point. And he gets knocked out. I wonder if Gyarados has -2. It doesn't look like the marker stays with him, so that's very disappointing. That makes me sad. Oh, that sucks. Well, now that I know that, had I known that before, I would not have plopped Kakuna down next to Magikarp. I'd have found somewhere else for him. Okay. I can live with that. Take Mr. Mew over to the corner. I don't even know. Here's the thing about when I play room matches. Like, I don't really concentrate the best or all the time. That's fine. I can live with that outcome. Does he have Hurdle Jump? I imagine he does, of course. Everybody runs Hurdle Jump except for me. Can bring Gyarados out. Not a bad decision. Now he's going to try to get Storm. Did not really work out for him. I actually want that entry point if I can get it. Change of plans. We're just going to go for the win. Ooh. That doesn't work. Well, if it didn't work once, why would I want it twice? It's not cool. Not cool at all. Alright, so now we'll just let his subtile come down. We're going to try Kakuna again. Maybe that'll make Athena think twice. Well, no. Alright. It's your grave. Sweet. Now, I honestly don't even know if Tropical Energy will remove that marker from him. I guess we'll find out. And it did not. So that's great. I love it. Oh, man. Oh. That was terrible. So I cannot afford a miss here. Wow. That's like the worst case scenario right there. Now, I think I'm stuck without Kakuna for the rest of the game. Oh, you can touch out of that. Oh. Well, that's not nearly as cool as I thought it was. Not nearly as cool as I thought it was. But it's good to know. We will either try to Typhoon Slash or just flat out knock him out. I guess I should have known that all you gotta do is touch him in order to remove the marker, but Kakuna is dead weight at this point. There's nothing I can do. I don't think I have any plates left. We do not. I don't even have a Tropical Energy. So we're just going to flat out, if we lose this, we get surrounded. And we get surrounded. Interesting about Kakuna, though. No big deal. But we are playing a man down. I don't know how many switch plates I would need. Because I have no way of getting him on the board. So we'll mark this one down as Kakuna is not really worth it. Kakuna would be good if you got the game over in a hurry. But he's just going to hurdle jump over me, and then I have no way We're probably going to lose this one. I'm not going to lie. I was so busy trying to set up my Kakuna that winning the game became secondary. It's like, if you win, cool, and if you don't, oh well. But we gained knowledge today, and I'm going to go ahead and say that Kakuna is probably not worth the trouble. You guys are probably like, yeah, we already knew that. That was a terrible matchup for him. See if we can't free up this entry point. Nope. We're going to make a run for it. We're really not. I just did that for giggles. LOLs. Okay. Ooh, I could have used Gyarados here. Of course, he rolled dodge anyways. So, I'm going to officially mark Kakuna as a meh. I just don't see the need to run it. If you don't have switches, like it's going to get knocked out, and if you don't have switches to bring it out back onto the board all day long, you're going to end up playing a man down, so it's basically like getting banished. But that's why I test them out here. Kakuna does not work. You heard it here first, maybe? That is going to do it. We will dive into whatever tomorrow may bring tomorrow. So until next time.